Hello, friends. How you all doing? Hope you all had a great week. Thank God for His goodness. Welcome to the episode 13 of Hashtag No Filter. Today, I have a very special friend of mine. She's young, she's talented, and she is well accomplished for the age she is in. I have a very interesting topic to be chatted on with her, that is the gap between dreaming and executing. Now, we all dream, we all have so many desires, and we aspire to see a lot of things come into motion. But there seems to be a gap between our dreaming and for those things to see come alive. So, as me and Mamata chat this interesting topic out, please stay tuned. Hi Mamata.
Hi Akka.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do this segment with me today. The way you see things, the way you define things always fascinates me. So that's the reason why I really wanted to do this with you.
God's grace, Akka.
Thank God. So today's topic or today's discussion we are going to have, let me give a short introduction about it. So the title is The Gap Between Dreaming and Execution.
Okay.
So for all the people I know, I have seen you as a great dreamer, but also not just a dreamer, but the ones who always targets towards bringing things into motion, from dreams to the existence. So my first question is, how do you define a dream?
Okay. For me, dreams are, there are different kinds of dreams, Akka.
Mm-hmm.
Like, few dreams are just fascinating, or else we just want to dream about them.
Mm-hmm.
But few dreams,
Mm-hmm.
you have that strong feeling towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter what, it should happen. Or else, if that would happen, that would fulfill your purpose. Your purpose, or else fulfill the deeper, that feeling in your heart.
Okay, so it's a stronger conviction that happens in your heart.
Yeah.
Some dreams come with that conviction.
Yes.
With a strong feeling of them should be somehow start being fulfilled.
Yes.
Okay.
That feeling. That dream has a feeling that creates a feeling in your heart.
Okay. So, how did those feelings start in your heart? I mean, were they calm and peaceful? Were they restless? How did that start?
I could say it's a strong feeling, Akka. It all started when I got into sports.
Mm-hmm.
So it was in my college days.
Mm-hmm.
So before that also I used to have this feeling, or else the desire to play.
Mm-hmm.
But I never got a chance. I used to look at people, or else look at great sportsmen. I used to feel that I wish I would be that.
Okay.
A dream, like I would dream myself as a badminton player.
Okay.
So it started like that, and when the right time came,
Mm-hmm.
I felt a door is open to me to get into that field.
Okay, that's nice. So, if I can ask the next question from what you said,
Okay.
it all begins from some point, right?
Yes.
So, how do they begin? They begin with the massive openings, or they begin with
No.
like a small keyhole, or how do they begin?
It's not at all a massive opening. Okay? It's something very, very small.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that desire, you can see that big dream fulfilling through that small hole.
Oh wow!
It's a tiny hole.
Mm-hmm.
That desire in your heart will open your eyes to that hole.
Wow.
It's like very small thing. When I say sports,
Mm-hmm.
I started as a college player,
Okay.
and that too I was like, it was hard for me to get on college team.
Okay.
For 1 year, I guess I was like a bench player.
Okay.
they did not allow me to play in a main team.
Okay.
But yet I was like dreaming or else hoping that I will be the best player in my college.
Wow. So how significant or humble beginnings?
They are significant, Akka. Like sometimes we overlook things. We think that is not useful, or else it might look completely different from what you're dreaming. It might your dream might be somewhere else, but the beginning that is will be somewhere else. But doing that small things, when you look back, you will realize that those are very important steps that you took. Like when I was into training, getting up early in the morning, 5 o'clock or 4:30, that was like a biggest challenge, and that was very insignificant at that time for me. But then I was doing it consistently, like every day, even on holidays, even, when whole college was, college people were on holidays, we used to get up early in the morning. But when I look back now, those habits, like getting up early in the morning, doing things for myself, and going for practice, and doing that consistently, that is where that is the thing that has made me a good player.
Wow. That's nice. So, if we can conclude what you said, sometimes the starting might look miles apart from where we desire to be, but the consistency really helps us a lot.
Yes, Akka.
Okay, that's wonderful. So, as you said, it might be sometimes miles apart. How does it feel like to stay on that waiting ground? Sometimes even before the beginning of it, or sometimes even after beginning, but to reach towards what we are targeting at.
Oh, it's a very challenging part, Akka. If you ask me, I'll tell that is a very challenging part.
Okay.
Because you can start, when you start, you will have that enthusiasm, or else, that excitement to start. And when you reach certain point, you will also have a feeling that fulfilling or else satisfaction feeling. But in the middle, you will have no feelings. And that is very hard to, move on with. Like when you don't feel anything, or else when you see nothing is happening, you're doing your routine, but you still feel in the same place. It's very hard to stick to that, kind of season.
Okay.
And I feel most of us will give up there, and most of the times I felt like giving up in that places.
Okay.
Be it my business or else sports. When nothing was happening, when things were routine, and I could feel nothing but the same things. I'm doing the same things again and again. It feels like you came to the maximum point of your life. That's it. You reached. This is what you can do. That kind of feelings will be popping up in your mind.
Okay. So when it seems very hard and difficult, and when you understand that, okay, I have started it and I'm looking at a goal. How did people influence you towards that execution of your dreams and plans towards what you're aiming at? What was the influence of people around you in your life, in that phase of your life?
Definitely there is a strong support from my family, Akka.
Okay.
Like though initially they want me to be in safe place and have that safe life, but once I started and once I'm doing things, they have been in, they have experienced these in their life.
Okay.
So with those experiences, or else whatever they faced in their life, they would encourage me, telling that it happens, but sticking to things will make you achieve it, or else some kind of advice at those points would help me get that energy back, get that passion, bring back into my life.
That's wonderful. So, if I am not wrong, what you said is doing that groundwork, even though nothing seems to be so encouraging around us, that would even motivate people to support us. Even the desired outcomes might not be there yet, but that consistency in our work will influence people to push us forward.
Yes, Akka. First of all, they will see that are we having that desire or not?
Okay.
Are we really, taking it serious or not?
Mm-hmm.
If not, they will give advices regarding that also, like how to be serious.
That's wonderful. So even our consistency will motivate them to push us forward.
Yes, Akka.
So has people influenced you in a negative manner? Have you came across people who were negative about what you were dreaming, or what when people said that? Has there been people who said that what you are looking at is impossible? I think you should actually try something else. Has these kind of people came across your path?
Definitely, Akka. There will be people like that. We cannot expect our paths, to be so smooth, like always encouraging and always with good words.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell 2 incidents in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would like to quickly share 2 incidents.
Please.
Like when I first got into sports, I was very lean, very lean, and I have specs, and I totally was like not like a sports player.
Okay.
But my wish is to play nationals.
Okay.
So I went to district selections.
Mm-hmm.
There, they asked, after seeing all the game and all, for selections, they asked us to line up.
Mm-hmm.
So a person came up. I was very new to the field actually at that time.
Okay.
So he came up and he straight away told that whoever is having specs and all that, Guddolu can go away. He literally told that.
Okay.
I was shattered and I felt so bad. Like, what? Like, how can people talk like this?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they see the effort, or else at least why can't they be nice?
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad. But the same person who did that, after 1 year or 1.5 years, he actually he himself agreed that I was one of his favorite player.
Wow, praise God. So how did you manage to keep moving forward, especially this person seemed to be important, maybe in coaching or selection?
He's a selection committee member.
So how did you keep moving forward, especially when you faced the discouragement from people like that?
Actually that was like fueling to my desire. The word which he told, I felt very bad in the first place.
Okay.
I felt shattered and I felt like almost giving up.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are a few people in my life who really encouraged me. They told me that, chalo, you came till this point, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You have that capacity, you have that skill in you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that people will tell.
Mm-hmm.
You need to train yourself.
Wow.
So when I kept training myself, it was hard, but I kept training myself.
Mm-hmm.
So the results were clear for everyone. Like the one who rejected me in the first place, he told in front of everyone that I was one of his favorite players.
So you use that anger towards the betterment.
Yeah.
That's nice. So what's the next example you wanted to give?
It's about business, Akka. So first when I started my business, yes, though initially my family was like wavering about my decision, they supported me later on. But then there are few people in my life, one of my uncle, so he was very negative about my decision about getting into business.
Okay.
I used to get calls from him telling that he used to degrade the work that I used to do.
Okay.
You studied so much, you got the PG and you have good talent, but what kind of work are you doing? Is it even related to your studies? It was very disheartening and very, he degraded what I did, what I was doing, and that discouraged me like anything. but then my family stood by my side, telling that, it is not about the job or else something else, but it is you taking up that job, you going into it and giving your touch to that job.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, don't be defined by someone else's idea or else someone else's idea of your job.
Mm-hmm.
You define your work.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there are people like that who keep discouraging me, telling that what are you doing? What are even that is a job or not? Like, what is it? Like, why are you even doing that?
Wow. So the kind of people whom we surround with also really matters a lot in our progress.
Yes,
that's wonderful. So if from the beginning till now, if I can ask you, what kept you going, or what is the motivation behind the thick and thin? Who or what have helped you to keep on moving forward?
My family and my friends, Akka.
Mm-hmm.
Especially my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Though sometimes she makes sure that I'm in a safe position, or she keeps me keeping in that safe position.
Mm-hmm.
But then she is the one who tells me to take the risk.
Wow, that's nice.
Like when I was into first days of my business,
mm-hmm.
I was kind of discouraged by things,
mm-hmm.
or else the opposition that I'm getting from people.
Okay.
But my mom told that if you want to do few things, you need to take few risks.
Wow.
You have to take it. That is like, if you cannot handle even small things like this, small oppositions or comments like this, you cannot achieve great things. These are common. People will tell whatever they want, but you sticking to your dream and achieving it is the best answer you can give to everyone else.
Wow, that's wonderful. God bless her.
Yeah.
She seems to be very motivating person.
Yes.
God bless
very
her.
strong person.
Okay, so if we can conclude everything from the beginning till the end, what stood as an inspiration in your life, and from where did you get all this creativity or these different ideas that you have got in your life, even to start something that might not be usual, that might look off the hook? From where did you get all this inspiration from?
It all started with family, Akka, I can say that. And not just family, the people around me and the community that I'm into. It's like you getting all the ideas and all these things from people. And definitely above all, it was God.
Okay.
It is, people might help me to see those things, but I feel it is God who directed me and who gave me that hope and who gave me that, thinking, that creative thinking.
Wonderful.
Because if you look at me in my family, I'm like completely different person.
Okay.
I somewhere or the other, I totally feel like I'm out of box, or else I feel like why maybe by mistake I got into this family. You get that I get that kind of feeling.
Yes.
And then I realized that few things God will keep in you, like making you that unique person to achieve few things.
That's amazing. Yes, I totally agree with that. Even sometimes I feel like a misfit in my family, but then I realize, okay, God created me to be so. There is no embarrassment, or there is no feeling sad about it. That's nice. So my last question to you is, what would you suggest people who are if I can ask you for these two set of people, the first set might be the ones who are contemplating to start something for the desire or dream they have in their hearts. What would you suggest them?
I would definitely suggest them to take the risk.
Okay.
Yeah, it might sound kind of a filmy thing, or else, that motivational thing, but, even God sometimes asks us to take that risk. That is where your faith and your trust in God comes out.
Wow. Okay.
When everything else seems, in opposite, but when God tells that I am on your side, do it.
Wonderful.
That is when our faith comes out. So I encourage people to take the step of faith.
Okay.
Whatever it is, God is in control.
Wow.
He will take care of it.
So the confidence of God, take the first step.
Yeah.
So my question, second set of people might be those people who have started out but somehow are getting discouraged or even contemplating to drop out of their dreams. What would you suggest them?
For them, it's like, yeah, I definitely can imagine what kind of situation they are into.
Mm-hmm.
It is not easy to stick around when things are not going into the next step or else next process.
Mm-hmm.
That waiting period is really hard, Akka.
Mm-hmm.
But then we need to ask God for that energy, new energy. I sometimes ask for new revelation or new energy or that fresh energy from God.
Mm-hmm.
Only God can do that in our lives, and when we get that fresh energy and fresh encouragement from God, things will not be the same. Things will not be that hard to stick to.
That's wonderful. So we should ask for fresh inspiration from God.
Yes, Akka.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Mamata, for spending this time with me. It has been amazing talking to you. And I'm not surprised for this chat to turn out this wonderful because, as I said, I'm always thrilled listening to your outcomes and outputs and suggestions. They're so amazing.
I'm really honored to be here, Akka, to share whatever I got.
That's wonderful. So I'm looking forward to have you once again in this segment.
Sure, Akka.
Thank you, Mamata. Bye.
Bye, Akka. Thank you so much for having me.
So friends, #NoFilter concludes on the important suggestion that has been given by Mamata. For the ones who are contemplating to start or not, please take the first step forward because the Lord is waiting with all of His supply for you to tap into His provision. It is the first step that seems to be the hardest, but it is the most significant step as well. For the ones who has already started your process and are tired of waiting, the Lord can refresh your soul and renew it and give you a fresh dose of creativity, because in Jesus we always meet with boundless and fresh creativity always. Thank you, Mamata, for sharing your insights and experiences with us. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's little chat of ours. I'll come to you guys next week. Until then, have a blessed week. God bless. Shalom.